Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue, the complete Pokédex edition. And after all of the trading of the last video, and all of the safari zoning of the last couple of videos, be it in Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Yellow, you might be wondering, why am I in Lavender Town all of a sudden? Is it because it's October and because Lavender Town is the spoopy town in the game? No, it's not. It's because I decided I might as well, seeing as I'm in Fuchsia City now, I might as well do this now and go down this other route. Mostly just to get Snorlax out of the way, and mostly as well to be able to access the Super Rod, because that's going to get us access to a lot more Pokemon in the long run. Now we're going to have to deal with some of these Fatzos along the way. I might actually switch into Mr. Burn, because this is going to be some good experience that Mr. Burn can take advantage of. I'm like wondering, like, what am I even going to do with all of these Pokemon that I have? What am I going to do about, oh, I don't even have the animations turned on. Okay, well, we'll have to fix that up right away after this battle. All of these Pokemon that I have, I'm still wondering, like, how I'm going to go about, like, leveling them all up, or when I'm going to do it, or how I'm going to show it on screen and things like that. Because what I've been doing a lot of the time is I've kind of been leveling them up until, like, just before they're about to evolve. Until just when they're about to evolve, and then, like, showing it on screen and, like, giving them the screen time to get the experience themselves, like, on screen. Which has been working out, like, quite well. Now, I did get the, oh, do you know what this means? It means, this is an attack the Clefairy called the Metronome. Oh my god, of course I want to learn that. Over pound, I don't care. What was I going to say? About, like, showing them on screen, like, getting the experience and then leveling up and evolving or whatever, but there are so many of them, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, no, that's what I was going to say, is that, like, I know I got, like, the experience share and everything, or the experience all or whatever, but that is the most annoying thing to have in your in your item box, just by virtue of the way, like, it shows on screen how much experience everybody got, so you need to sit through about 6 messages, 6 on-screen notifications telling you what's happening, and I'm like, I know what's happening, I know why they got the experience, leave me alone. I really just don't have the patience for it, and I forgot to turn on the animations again. Mr. Burn is actually, like, quite good, and, like, I'm, like, surprised I haven't been using him more often, because, like, he's actually, like, quite a good contender between, like, Wrap and Poison Powder Vine Whip. He's going to just become even better when he learns Razor Leaf. Unfortunately, that's going to take ages, so we'll just have to live with that, I suppose. As you can see, I did some, like, off-screen grinding. I didn't bother leveling up Mr. Burn because I knew I was going to be fighting all of these fishermen on this route, so I knew he was going to get some good experience going on. But all of my other, like, main guys, like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Hope and Nancy and Bob Pataki and all those guys, and Timothy, as you can see, I got all of them up to level 30. So they're all, so, oh my god, I forgot to turn on the animations again. At least Mr. Burn woke up. It's a good thing you're awake, Mr. Burn, because apparently I'm not, because apparently I can't even remember to turn on the on-screen notifications. He's level 27 now. Only, like, 11 more levels, and then we can learn Razor Leaf. It's ridiculous. Seriously. So yeah, I think I'd almost just prefer to grind off screen than to use the experience share. That's, like, the most irritating thing. And something that I didn't think of until off screen, because I actually, like, leveled up Young Dom a little bit off screen as well. Something that I didn't think about until I was off screen was that, like, a lot of the Pokemon, since I got them via trade, they're, like, going to get boosted experience. They have boost power, which means it's going to be even easier to level them up than it normally would be. If you think I'm using one of, like, my Vine Whip's PP just to take out this horsey. Why does, like, Vine Whip have so few PP in the first place? That's something that's, like, somewhat inexplicable. Like, it has ridiculously low PP. Okay, well, here's the guy. Who's the jerk? It's like when, like, I'll never forget that line. I actually have the Moonstone in my bag. I can actually evolve Timothy. How crazy is that going to be? Timothy's finally going to get to be a Clefable. Ooh. It's like he's a fairy. Well, no, not in a play. Well, in real life too. And it's like, what a strange, like, and then the teacher who was going to buy the lotions, or the principal, or whatever it is, there he is, paint me like one of your French girls, Snorlax. I already have my giant life, I don't need to catch another one of you guys. Of course it didn't affect enemy Snorlax. What I'm trying to do is just to, like, wrap him. Like, if I can just poison and wrap him, that's going to be my strategy. Because since Mr. Burn is faster than him, it should be easy enough. As long as Wrap doesn't miss. And the poison will help. But yeah, it's like in that World mine, it's like the principal of the school, or wherever she is going to buy lotions of, like, Timothy's mom. And Timothy tells her, oh, about, like, how... I don't even know how it comes up. Oh my god, of course you'd have to use rest. Well, do you know what? I'm just going to wrap you again. Will he ever even wake up? Like, this is the thing. Oh no, he will. But my attack will continue. So I just have to get lucky and hopefully not die, because this will probably, like, kill me. So I just have to die. I just have to get lucky and hopefully, like, have Wrap never miss. Which Wrap's, like, accuracy is good enough that hopefully that will be the case. But yeah, and, like, she's telling him the story. She's like, oh, my son's a fairy. Oh, well, not in real life, in a play. Well, actually, in real life too. That's exactly what she says. And, like, the principals, or whoever the person buying the lotion is, the would-be lotion buyer, like, her reaction, her exact reaction to that story is, will I try and catch him? Will they have, like, another My Giant Life? Might as well. No. If you use rest one more time... Oh no, you just died. Okay. Well, we just killed the Snorlax. Well, no, we didn't. It just calmed down with a big yawn and returned to the mountains. Okay, well, there we go. There's another fisherman here just waiting to take the place of all those other guys. Electricity? Oh, this must be like the rocker, or he must be like a rocker guy or whatever. But her reaction to, like, that story that Timothy's mom says is just like, she just flat out says, men will not sleep with men, or whatever. And this is like the strangest reaction. Like, what a strange human being. And I still haven't remembered to turn on the animations, the lotions. Might as well show you Hope as a Marowak. Hope is absolutely ridiculous now. It's like, mom, now that he's a mom, he's really tough. Is what it is. He's not going to have any trouble dealing with all these mofos anyway. Mr. Burn grew to level 28. Well, there's something. And an Electrode. In memory of Electrode. Like, I remember... and I'll never get over that smirk on Electrode's face. Like, Electrode has to have, like, one of the best facial expressions of any Pokemon. But I remember, like, there was one episode of Pokemon Silver that I just titled In Memory of Electrode. Just because in that... and I'm remembering, I'm learning. and I remember... What was I saying? Oh, that was, like, the episode where all of, like, the Electrodes sacrifice themselves or whatever. Or you have to make them all explode. Do I like to fish? I do like to fish. Do I like to fish? I do like to fish. Do I like to fish? I do like to fish. From the seas to the rivers, go out and land the big one. I'm going to land General Sherman is what I'm going to do. Should I probably go back and rest up? There's like another guy who's in there surrounded by foliage. I have no idea what he's even guarding. I can skip this guy, can't I? Can't I get on my bicycle? Why am I asking myself all of these questions I know the answer to? I'm just gonna try and skip as many of these guys as possible. I can always come back to them off screen, can't I? Just to be able to get through this quickly. Well, not to get through this quickly, but just to be able to like make some sort of progress in this video. If I could get to Fuchsia City in this one video in a reasonable period of time, that would be great. And Mr. Byrne, this is not the battle for you. I suppose I can show off the new and improved Beyonce, who's level 30. Beyonce still lags behind Jay-Z in the damage dealing, I must say. Like, where I was grinding was in that little route, left of, or to the west of Fuchsia City, where you can actually get some really good experience because you can fight Firo there and get good experience, and you can fight Doduo there, and you even like from the level 28 Doduos, like you get really like you get quite significant amount of experience points from them. So that's actually really useful as well. But even at that, like Beyonce was quite a bit just wasn't able to deal the same damage that Jay-Z was. Like Jay-Z, I was just using trash and he was just kicking the shit out of everything. And then Beyonce'd come in and like you'd have to use body slam a couple of times, and because like you have to use the same attack a couple of times, like it's not even as effective or whatever. And Joe, what I'm going to do before I forget is that it's time for it's like the premiere of A Midsummer Night's Dream. That's what it is. It's like when Timothy has his moment, and now he's becoming a fully fledged fairy, is what it is. And of course my phone rings at exactly this climactic moment. Okay, I'm back now. The stupid phone. And then the phone rang. I answered the phone. I was sent on a wild goose chase to try and find out like what kind of cartridges go into the stupid printer. And I missed Timothy's like brilliant moment where he became a ridiculous Clefable. So I think what we're going to do is we have to show off like Timothy right now in his like new and improved form, because I've been waiting for this for the longest time, and it's going to be so choice is what it's going to be. Because I was waiting for him to learn Metronome. I really wanted like a clip, because I think that's like his signature move, so he has to have it. I might even like try it out a bit here. I mean, I know it's not like the most reliable move in the game, but it'll be fun for... Oh my god, look at him. He's... It's like Timothy's been packing on the pounds. Jesus Christ. I know it's like not the most reliable move in the game, but like it'll be fun for novelty's sake, if for nothing else. Meowth. I might actually give Mr. Byrne the Meowth, because I want Mr. I can't get used to saying Mr. Byrne, it just sounds ridiculous. But I might give Mr. Byrne the Meowth just because like I want him to fight whichever Pokemon he can here. His attack stats are just ridiculous, like both special and physical. Like you just have like a really good contender. Like Rap is actually so useful in this generation as well. Like once you get to Generation 2, Rap just isn't as ridiculous as it used to be before. But in Generation 1, Rap is definitely a useful move, there's no denying it. I mean, it does that much and it completely immobilizes the other Pokemon. Once you're faster than them, like it's even like doing good damage there, like once you're faster than them, like there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it, unless you miss obviously, but still, like how often is that going to happen? More often than not you're going to hit them and get them like caught in a loop that they can't get out of, and you're just going to completely annihilate them with it. Now Pikachu's using Growl. I need that, like I need a hole in the head to be honest, but still. And Thunder Shock's not even going to be very effective. But as far as like grass types go, I mean Generation 1, well no, I suppose like what I was going to say is that like Mr. Byrne doesn't have much competition as far as grass types are concerned in Generation 1. But really and truly, there are good grass types in this game. I mean, you're talking about Pokemon like... Is that gonna kill me? Please don't. Oh, good. You're talking about like Pokemon like Pokemon like Venusaur in Generation 1. Even like Executor is a brilliant Pokemon as well that you have in Generation 1 too. Tangela, not so much. And then like you have Vileplume too, and they're all good. Like all of the grass types in Generation 1 are usable. Let's see what Metronome gives us this time. Because this is an attack the Clefairy called a Metronome. Mega Drain, well that's useful. And he has like the special to make it work. I'm still not like 100% decided on whether I'll teach Timothy Psychic or not, because it's so tempting. Like it's so tempting to teach him something like Psychic or Ice Beam or something like that that just has ridiculous coverage. And will be able to take advantage of his good special stat. Oh my god, this stupid route. Isn't there like some way you can go through here where you don't have to fight anybody, I think? Do I still have Mr. Byrne in first place in my team? See, I don't think that's even like the way. I think that's a dead end as well. I think that's just like a trick going up there. I'm going to take Mr. Byrne out of first place, am I? Well, no, he's not even in first place. What am I talking about? See, he doesn't have any PP, that's the problem. I'm going to leave Timothy out there. Okay, so I don't have to fight you. I don't have to fight you. Apparently, I don't have to fight anyone today. I'm just going to skip the lot. Look, we're almost at Fuchsia City already. Can I skip them if I use Cut? Good God. Thank Christ for ducks. Gee. The mighty Ducks comes to my rescue again, meaning I don't have to fight any of these trainers. Oh, except you, of course. I'm not into it, but okay, let's go. That could be the answer to so many questions. If only we had young Dom here. It's ridiculous. Me like lowering the tone of all of this quaint little children's game. Go Timothy. This is an attack Timothy calls the Metronome Thunderwave. Even that'd be a good one for Timothy as well. But I'm kind of attached to Sing, like I'm kind of attached to using Sing to put them to sleep. But Minimize is good as well. You see, that's the thing, like this is actually, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Thunder Punch. Like, it's almost like Clefable's move pool is almost too extensive. Well, not that that can even be a thing, but it's almost like I don't even know. There are so many things to decide from, so many moves that are available that I don't even know what to. Like, I don't even know what kind of a moveset to put together, because even this moveset that he has at the moment, well, this is great. Even this moveset that he has at the moment is a good one at that, like Metronome, Tri-Attack. Like, teaching him Tri-Attack was the best decision I ever made. And Sing is good as well, Minimize. Like, that's even good in and of itself, but I think he needs, like, a good special attack to be able to take advantage of that special stat that he has. And Metronome just isn't reliable enough to do that. The only thing is, what do I do? Do I teach him Psychic, or do I teach him Ice Beam? They're the kind of two that I have in my mind at the moment. Thing is, you can forget all of those. You can forget all of those TMs like Blizzard, Thunder, and whatever. Seeing as, well, that's a move you already know, you boob. You can forget all of those moves just because of the fact that you have to get them by way of the game corner. I just don't have the cash to be able to sink into just getting a Blizzard TM. Oh my god, how did that do so much damage? Timothy's crazy now. Jeez. It's like all of those, like you thought that I was crazy for, you thought I was crazy for having him, for struggling along with that Clefairy all this time. And it was a struggle sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it was. Oh, good thing I missed you. I don't need to fight you on screen. What's this? TM20. What even is that? I have no idea. Contain rage. Okay, well, that's something that I was actually considering maybe teaching to either Beyonce or Jay-Z or someone, because it'd actually be a good move. Now, isn't there... I'm just going to check, because isn't there actually something good we can get in the grass here? If I'm not mistaken. Certainly not you, Oko-san. We already have you. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I can catch something really cool here. Maybe it's only in Pokemon Yellow, though. Venonat. Well, I have you already. I have Silky. Not that I don't love you all the same. So yeah, pretty much after record... So I was out there at the printer, just to get back to my angry printer story. I was out there at the printer, so I got the model off of the printer, and then they were like, oh well, how many cartridges go into it? Does it have a black cartridge and a color cartridge? And I was like, I don't know, I've never changed the cartridges in this printer. I'm pretty sure it does have a black and a color cartridge, because that's standard, isn't it, as far as I know? So here I am, stooped down at the printer, trying to figure out how to open it up and where it opens up. Well, hey buddy, you're just like Mr. Byrne. You're even a higher level than Mr. Byrne. Well, isn't that great? So yeah, like, so that's what I was trying to do, and I couldn't figure it out. So pretty much after this video, I have to set about looking up how to change the cartridges in that printer, just to see if there are color and black cartridges in there. And I'm pretty sure they are, because as far as I know, Ditto! There you are! Oh my god, I love you. Okay, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I wanted to catch. See, I'm scared though. I'm scared to use a tri-attack on it. He's going to transform into me now, and he's going to be a deadly Timothy. Look at him. Okay, wait a second. What can I use on him? I can use Scratch with Nancy. That's what I can do. Or even Scratch with Beyonce for what that's worth. How much damage is this going to do? Not that much. Okay, well look, I can just use Scratch with Nancy and see how that works out. See, look, that didn't do hardly anything. This is just like this. Hopefully, this Ditto isn't as problematic to catch as the Ditto as the Ditto I was trying to catch in Pokemon Silver. That was ridiculous, that thing. Watch out with, I was just gonna say, watch out with use Hydro Pump or something and just completely wipe out poor Nancy. What? No! What a jip! And Timothy grew to level 32, I guess, out of it, but still, what a jip! I'm just gonna switch to Beyonce, because Beyonce still knows Scratch as well. That'll probably be good for getting it down. Or Bubble Beam, for that matter, would probably be good. But as far as I know, in my experience buying printer cartridges, usually when you go buy the model of the printer, they have it set up so that you just get the cartridges you need. Like, you'll go and they'll have like a packet that has a black and a color cartridge, if that's what your printer requires for that model. So I don't even see... I might as well figure out how to change the cartridge anyway, because as soon as they come back with the cartridges, that's what I'm going to have to do. So sometimes I ask myself how people would survive without me to change the printer cartridge. It's like, if I weren't there, well, they'd have to figure it out by themselves, you know? So why don't they do that? And it's like, you know where they're gone. They're gone to a funeral. It's like, who does that? Who goes to a funeral and then decides, oh, do you know what we need? We need cartridges for our printer. Like, are they deranged, or what is wrong with them? See, now I can't use Bubble Beam on it anymore because it'll be super effective. A nice pink Nidoqueen, who'd have thought? Yeah, that's what I'm going to use on you. See, good damage. That's good damage. See, this is going to be super effective. I'm going to be hoisted by my own petard is what's going to happen. Okay, Jesus, I do not need another critical hit like that. Okay, now it's Timothy's turn, because Timothy can put it to sleep into a peaceful slumber. Don't you poison Timothy now? Sing. Sing it, sister. I remember I actually put together like a ridiculous Clefable before. Like, and what it was it was like it was like a Gen 4, like all and pretty much any of the Pokemon that I put together a good moveset on, it was Generation 4 I used to do it in. But it was like a Clefable with like a Toxic Orb, who had like Facade, Moonlight, and Cosmic Power, and what else did it have? Facade, Moonlight, Cosmic Power, and I can't remember. But it was actually such a good setup because you'd use like Cosmic Power to boost up your defense and special defense, so you were pretty much untouchable. You'd have Moonlight to, pretty much heal you up if you do take damage, and the Toxic Orb is going to make Facade double powerful, so you'll have a 140 power attack at your disposal. And the thing is that that Clefable that I had, it had that ability, is it like Wonder Guard or Magic Guard or something like that, that makes it like immune to extra effects like poison damage and stuff. It was ridiculous. So apparently Disho was capable of copying an enemy's genetic code to instantly transform itself into a duplicate of the enemy. Yeah, I do, a duplicate. Like Dupless, like you tried to make a dupe out of me, I'm just gonna call it dupe. You tried to make a dupe out of Disho. you tried to make a dupe out of me. Okay, well look, oh my god, I do not need this Pokemon battle. It's a Pidgey. As soon as I get to Fuchsia City, I'm gonna have to save, and I'm gonna have to try and break into the printer as soon as I get through these random battles. But I think that was like a nice video, because like now what I can do is off screen I can go and like battle those trainers to get all of the good experience and stuff that they will offer me. I might actually try using Dupe on my team, just because like using Disho, like what other chance am I going to use what other chance am I going to get to have a Disho on my team at all, so it'll be fun. But yeah, that's it for this part of Let's Play Pokemon Blue. Thanks a million for watching. See you next time. Bye now.